And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Rudy Gobert.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle, and it's Gobert in at the 5. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit, so you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
Here's McDaniels. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Morant passes to Bane. Down low. Here's Jackson. He can't hit that time. Randle with some nice D. And Randle has got the ball here for Minnesota. Conley against Morant. No good on the 3. And here are the Grizzlies now. Pass to Bane. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. About a minute played so far here in the first.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Here's Randle. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And recognized the change of possession and got in front for the score. Randle just a step ahead on that one.
The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Outside Jackson for the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Conley, the pass to Randle. And here's Edwards. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Bane with it. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Edey. Jackson in the corner. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Wow, Jackson Jr. lightning quick.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Desmond Bane was the topic, and Coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. And they will have their hands full tonight, guys.
All right, David, thanks. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. Ja Morant, 3rd.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. What a rise for Taylor Jenkins, working his way stand from the G League, the assistant there, to NBA assistant, and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really worked to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
They get the rebound. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Bane kicks to Morant. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jackson has the open look. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got his third bucket of the night. Timberwolves trail by 3. Conley feeling it out. Has to Gobert. Now Edwards. Here's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got 6 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here's Morant. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer, Jackson a screen on Edwards. Bane passes to Morant. Takes it inside. Gobert with the block.
Well, you have to be aware of Gobert on the floor. He's got a few Defensive Player of the Year trophies.
McDaniels gets a wide-open look. A three-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And that one's good, Morant.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. That did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Here's Jackson. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here's Jackson. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Houston.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line.
Conley against Morant. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Morant against Conley. Payne for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Morant against Conley. Floats one, and Morant will lay it in. Morant's got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Pass to Gobert. Edwards with it. Rebounded by Jackson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Outside Jackson. Here's Edey, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. And last season, with all the injuries for the Memphis Grizzlies, Stan, Jaren Jackson had to play a bigger role and was effective.
Yeah, Kevin, I think we were all a little surprised at his offensive game. You know, he got more opportunity and we saw him doing more things. He also played more at the center spot, you know, so he's become a great two-way player. We knew he was always an elite defender.
Absolutely. And here's Jackson after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer.
Well, don't count on Jackson Jr. for big assist numbers, but he'll make smart passes.
Now here's Conley. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando. Here's Gobert. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Second chance shot. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Edwards got 13 points.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Morant against Conley. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
The kick out to Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's where Bane's game is insane, playing the long ball.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Mike Conley. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Marvin Bagley comes in for Jackson. Wells, he's checked in for Jackson. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. The Timberwolves trail. Randall dishes to Gobert. Back to Randall. Clock at 6. From downtown. And Pippen pulls it down.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Outside, Bane. Beyond the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And, guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Pippen. Outside, Bagley. Back to Pippen. In the corner, it's Bane. No good on the triple.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
DiVincenzo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Brandon Clark. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
The throw drops for DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Again, the miss by Bane. Bane's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen. Here's Randall. It's Clark with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Randall. And Gobert kicks to Randall. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Wells in the corner. Pippen outside. Offside Bagley. It's stolen by Randall. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Now it's a 6-point Minnesota lead. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pippen, the pass to Clark. Pass to Bane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Such a hard worker. Bane was ready for any physicality that came his way.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, Bane's improvement over the years has been steady. He's become an impactful player on both ends.
And Bane drops them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. Reed. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, I'm seeing that their second chance points are exactly what every coach wants to see. Hustling on the offensive glass to convert every possession they can.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Nice read out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Conley, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Bagley with a wide-open look. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. Timberwolves leading by 3. Now Conley. No scoring in this one. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Just a smart veteran play by Conley. Making sure the ball gets to the guy with the best shot available.
Now here's Morant. Pippen outside. Back to Morant. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Ingles kicks to Reed. Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Reed got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Morant. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Outside, Bagley. Back to Morant. Outside, Bagley. And another miss by Memphis. Timberwolves leading by 6. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Joe Ingles missing his last shot.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Stolen by Conley. DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Morant. They get it back. Out to Conley. Takes a 3. Bagley with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Timberwolves have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. The wide open look here for Ingles. Pass to McDaniels. Now Ingles takes the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Ingles has got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Let's take a brief moment to look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's feistiest defensive teams. Second, the Grizzlies.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant dishes to Pippen. To end the drought. And rebounded by McDaniels.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Ingles can't get it to go. Memphis has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Snatched up. And Aldama slams it in.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Randall's checked in for Minnesota. The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw no good from Aldama. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Here's Pippen following the three by Minnesota, and the shot is good.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It goes on Brandon Clark. Even now, Stan in his late 30s, Mike Conley still able to perform at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, his father was a gold medalist in track and field. So even as Mike Jr. has maybe lost a step, he's still able to compete athletically.
He's off on the first. So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Now here's Conley, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And here's Pippen, following Julius Randle's three. Pippen finds Clark. Back to Pippen. Clark against Reed. Just 5 to shoot. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Morant. Randle with the ball. 7 points in the game. Pass to Reed. Here's DiVincenzo. Guarded by Morant. Reed with a screen on Morant. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. Three-pointer, Randle. It's rebounded by Memphis.
This shot's it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Pippen against Conley. And Aldama has it in the corner. Off target with his three. Timberwolves leading by 10. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Randle can't get that one to fall.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Morant with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter, but coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. And here is DiVincenzo. To the paint, Reed finds Randle. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Randle's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randle's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Shoots. Randle can't get that one to fall.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
It's Pippen with a drive. Here's Wells. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Wells has got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies. Minnesota's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4-9. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Edwards has come in for Mike Conley. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. G.G. Jackson, he's checked in for Wells. And it's Bane in for Pippen. Now here's DiVincenzo. 7 points in the game.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jackson in the corner. Stolen by McDaniels. And G.G. Jackson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Timberwolves leading by 9. Outside Edwards. Edwards. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Outside Jackson. It's stolen by Randall. And now the Timberwolves on the break. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 7 points in the game.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
Pass to Edey. To the middle. Here's Morant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. And so here's Memphis. Following the 3 by Minnesota. On the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bane evolve into a number 1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a 3-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Pass to Randall. Timberwolves passing it around. And here's Edwards from the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
And that one's good. Morant.
Wow. When Morant is hitting the 3, he becomes basically unguardable.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley now comes in for Alexander Walker. Timberwolves leading by 10. And here's Edwards. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, he did a great job attacking the defense and getting to the line. That kind of aggression goes a long way.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Edey. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Lets it go from 11. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Payne for three. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Three-pointer, Randall. The Grizzlies pull it in. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, sometimes the matchups just aren't in your favor no matter what you do. And it seems like your opponent does it better.
Yeah, it wasn't a close one. And sometimes that's the kind of loss you'd rather have because it really gets the attention of your players.
Back to Conley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one's on Morant. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Wells, he's checked in for Memphis. He had a nice open look right there. Bane's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't play lax defense on Bane because he's looking to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Outside Conley for three. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his fifth rebound in this one. Pass to Wells. Jackson down low. He's defended by Randall. Jackson misses. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels gets to Conley. McDaniels against Jackson. Outside Edwards. Shakes him. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Bane looking around. Over Conley. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Minnesota up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense when we're not able to get stops and get out and running. So not a good quarter for us. You know, we just got to keep being aggressive defensively, be a little bit more disciplined.
And we'll see if that can pick up as the game continues. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Memphis Grizzlies.
I mean, it's pretty simple. More rebounds, more opportunities. Right now, they're getting crushed on the glass, Shaq.
From where I'm sitting, I don't see the energy, and I do not see the effort.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
If these
That is more than enough of us. Let's
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And so it's Memphis with it. A 12-point game. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center, locking down the middle. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Now, here's Bane. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really, right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
Well, Jackson Jr. can go over either shoulder. He can face up. He's a tough cover in there.
Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Now here's Conley. He's got 6. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Knocked away. Stolen by Michael Conley. Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, good to see Gobert attacking the defense like this, forcing them to foul.
You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And here's Edwards after the three-pointer from Desmond Bane. From 17 feet out. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Here's Morant. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Well, he's just lightning fast. Morant is so effective in the two-man game.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Now here is Conley. Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Morant against Conley. Outside Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Edey. Puts the move on.
Yeah, easy call.
The Grizzlies have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Bane against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bane. Edwards with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Morant dishes to Jackson. Not enough on that one as it misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Over in the corner, Edwards. Morant with the steal. Here's Bane. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, Morant is so fast with his hands, both defensively and making quick passes.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Mike Conley.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now here's Gobert. He has 5. Nick Daniels up top, guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. 5th, the Timberwolves.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Morant. 17 points in the game. Outside Jackson fires the 3. Conley grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Poked away. Bane with the steal. 3-on-3. Jackson finds Jackson. Morant outside. And again, Memphis no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Edwards against Bane. Edwards looking it over. Yep, that one goes. Edwards got 24 points.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
On the wing, Bane. Down low. Conley the pass to Gobert. No good there. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Bane against Edwards. Pass to Edey. Here's Morant. Rebound, Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside Conley. 3-pointer, Randall. And Bane pulls it down.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Lets a floater go, and it's Morant missing. Timberwolves leading by 14. Outside Edwards. Shoots. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. The shot's good. Edey's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The Timberwolves have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Back to Conley. Six to shoot. Mr. Gobert. 3-pointer, Randall. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got rebound number 8 now on the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's Morant with the drive. Jackson from long range. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. Minnesota leading by 9. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. Now Morant. He's got 17. Jackson in the corner. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, the threat of Ja scoring really opens up the opportunity for assists.
Minnesota's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Conley's shot is off.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Jackson finds Jackson. Morant against Edwards. Jackson in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota in the lead. Over in the corner, Edwards. Look at Edwards trotting home the three.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
And so here's Memphis. Morant looking around. Outside for Jackson. From the arc. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Memphis.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Here is Edwards. He's got 27. To Gobert. Three-pointer, Randall. Offensive rebound. Gobert gets the bucket. Gobert's got 9.
And you gotta box out Gobert or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
Bane with it. He's got 15. Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. Knocked loose. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And Minnesota has possession. The Grizzlies making the shot. For three, Edwards. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Bane. McDaniels defending. Morant against Edwards. Again, Memphis.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And it's blocked. Bane with it. Picked up by Edwards. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a passer Bane has become.
The Timberwolves shooting around 40% from the floor here. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. For the tie. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Now here's Conley. He has 6. Outside Edwards. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Gobert. Pulls in another board. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Randall from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Randall's got 14.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Conley against Morant. Outside for Jackson. It's stolen by Randall. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Clark with a wide open look. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 3. Pass to Conley. Wells grabs the miss. Clark outside. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. It doesn't go for him. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Randall out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
And here's Pippen. Pass to Clark. Now here's Bagley. He's defended by Randall. Sweet move. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Clark. Minnesota with the rebound. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pippen outside to the inside. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Now here's Randall. Here's Alexander Walker. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 6 assists in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant outside. Pass to Bagley. To the right side. Wells with it. Working on McDaniels. 4 on the clock. Pippen. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got his 8th rebound here tonight. Alexander Walker on the wing. Wells grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Morant with the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Minnesota has possession. They lead by 1. Shoots from 12. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he's just so quick for his size. Randall's pull-up there, a key part of his game.
Pippen sets a screen for Morant. Pass to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Bagley kicks to Clark. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent three-ball shooter.
Jackson, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Morant. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reed misses. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Wells' shot is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Randall. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. 11 feet away. Kept alive, Minnesota.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing them, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
One shot.
Well, the biggest thing Naz Reid brings to your team, spacing. Reid can play the 5 and hit threes. There aren't a lot of guys like him.
Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Right side, Pippen. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And here's Randall. He's covered by Clark from the low block. Randall no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Clark. Out to Morant. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Reed the pass to Gobert. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Tipped away. Pippen with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Clark. And no good. Randall with some nice D.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Now Alexander Walker, guarded by Pippen. Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. 2 on the clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Randall surveying the D. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Shoots over Wells. And finished off by Gobert. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 21 rebounds.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Morant outside. Wells in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. So it's the Timberwolves now. They trail by 6. Jackson against Randall. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Randall's got 12 points in just the second half. Now Morant. Wells in the corner. Here's Clark. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. Picked by Randall. There's the triple. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
Yeah, they could feel that dunk all the way in France. Gobert with the huge dunk.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Morant. Inside, stolen by McDaniels. Fast break, Minnesota to tie it up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, McDaniels is a physical player. He doesn't mind getting roughed up a bit while trying to score.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Good on the second free throw. And here are the Grizzlies now. It's a 1-point game. Morant against Conley. Outside, Bain. Here's Heady. Randall against Jackson. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall finds Conley. Back to Randall to take the lead. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That's on Jaren Jackson. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
And he nails the third. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Bane with the screen on Conley. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Well, when Morant makes that move, the defense is almost helpless.
Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Oh, here's Edwards. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half. Memphis has gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Pass to Edey. Morant with it, covered by Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Minnesota in the lead. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Bane with the steal. Jackson against Conley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really tough to disrupt the rhythm of Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And he makes the first.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
Jackson hits both of them.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. The Timberwolves shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Here's Edwards, and there's the drive. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bane's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Bane. Conley against Morant. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Morant's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, Morant's built to go and showing what he's made of here in the clutch.
Now here's Gobert. He's tightly guarded. Back to Conley. 5 on the clock. The 3. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Morant against Conley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Some guards are absolutely fearless working inside, and Morant very high on that list.
He misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from 3-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Edwards. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
What a costly turnover. Those are the ones that keep you up at night.
The Timberwolves shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Edwards, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Stolen by McDaniels. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Edwards. Edwards flies in to cap off the break. What hustle!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Morant against Conley. Morant passes to Jackson. It's tipped. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Clock is at 3. Got it!
Well, Jackson Jr. showing his ability to be a leader in clutch time.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Randall's checked in for Naz Reid. Edwards inside, guarded by Bane. From 12 feet out. Back to McDaniels. Can't knock in the 3. And he commits the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody has the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just lets you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Ja Morant.